Alright, man, let's just get this video over with. Normally, we're trying to stay positive, and we're going to stay positive, but today I'm going to rip into myself a little bit. I was an absolute idiot today. I literally woke up, and I was like, I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to trade. There's nothing here to trade. Or not even that there's nothing here to trade. It's that the market is too volatile to trade. We have 73.1 minute candles. I can only risk 150. So we took one trade today and we lost 150. So we're already starting great to this month already. And yeah, I mean the setup I took isn't horrible. It's just the conditions, right? Recognize why are we trading this? Right? Why are we trading this? I don't know. We took this 30-second inversion. Took this 30-second inversion right here. I really don't hate it on a normal day. We had equal highs right here. We have equal highs. We had this high here from 9:30 open, right? Opening high. We get an inversion above this gap, the last gap, after we have a nice sweep on lows here in this imbalance, pushing up. I think we had 3 minute as well, also a small 5 minute. Like again, this model itself is not bad. We get a close. We don't get that one there yet, but we get this pullback into this 1 minute gap right here. We hold strong. We make a order block, but we do just wick that fair value gap. We do close above it again eventually here. It's kind of glitched on tops of X, but we don't actually end up running it. So this isn't a horrible trade. It's just the fact that I knew better than to trade in these conditions, because what are these conditions, dude? We're just selling off. This is 1,000 points. I mean, this is not normal conditions. And I came into the market and I decided to look at 2,000 points. Like what? It's insane. And I woke up this morning and this is the part that's frustrating me the most, is because I woke up this morning and I literally told myself, don't even get on the chart. Don't even get on the chart. There's no point. There's literally no point in getting the chart. And that's why I'm making this video at 10 o'clock. I'm not looking at the chart the rest of the day until Monday after this. I'm making this video. It's going to be a quick one, and then we're going to be done, and we're not going to look at the chart. I told myself this morning, I woke up, and I saw like the tariff stuff, and I saw the sell-off, and I saw the volatility, and I was like, don't even turn on the chart. Why? What's the point? What's the point turning on the chart? And obviously, I wish I could go back and just not do it, or lock my account in paper trade, or something. I literally told myself too, I was like, let me just paper trade today. Let me just paper trade. I was texting people I knew, like, I'm just going to paper trade. I was telling my dad I was going to paper trade, like, and I didn't. And I messed it up. And, you know, I would love to be saying some different words for this, but I'm trying to keep this channel monetized. But it's just like, what am I doing, man? And it's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to force things. I didn't think about, I wasn't thinking anymore about anything other than, hey, I could make some good, quick, fast dollars right here, right? Whenever, not here, but I was just thinking purely, you know, if we can get in the right side of the move, we can catch a quick $100, $200, and we can just leave, right? And we can just leave and, you know, get our balance a little bit more and get a little more drawdown room, and then do all these different things, right? That's what I was telling myself, hey, if I could just get into a trade real quick here and, you know, apologize for that, but that's all I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about, hey, the market's not suitable to trade. Do I really think that market structure is going to matter here? Do I really think that anything is going to matter in this spot here, besides just the fact that we're just going to probably sell off the rest of the day, right? Do I really think that any of these trade steps are going to matter? Absolutely not, right? What should we have taken? We should have looked for any short setup. Any short setup will print. Short right here. Risk the same 75 points I risked before. Target 100 points. And then boom, be at break even right now. Or just close the trade and be happy with 140 and just run away like a bandit, right? That's what I should have done today. I should have been smart. We could have shorted this 1 minute inverse. Right here. We'd already have our 100 points, right? That's what we could have done. We could have been smart, intelligent human beings. But instead, target that low and we get, boom, 90 points, right? We could have just done anything other than what we did. We could have just not traded. And that's the part that's most frustrating. Why couldn't I just not trade? Why could I not trade it? I know the reasons. You know the reasons. We all know the reasons. I don't need you guys to come in here and talk about anything. I don't need you guys to comment anything about anything. I don't need you guys to comment anything. Honestly, you can feel free to comment. Feel free to comment, right? It helps the channel grow. It helps the videos do well. So I'm not gonna be upset if I see comments. I want some comments, right? Because it helps the channel. Other than that, I don't care. Today's a day where I don't care to hear anything. I don't care to hear anything because what's done is done, right? And I know what I did wrong. I know why I did the things I did. I know why, because I want to get my account out of drawdown, because I want to make money eventually, because I want to do all these things, right? That's why I did it today. I knew that today trading wouldn't help me out, but I thought that if I could get in quick on a 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 point candle, then that would help me out, right? That would be something that would help me, and not in the long term, but just in the short term. And all I was thinking about was the short term today. I wasn't thinking about the long term. I wasn't thinking about discipline. I wasn't thinking about practicing patience. I wasn't thinking about anything other than just, hey, let me go in and make a quick little bit, get my account a little bit, get myself out of the drawdown this week, in the week positive, in the get the month green, right? I was only thinking about those things. I wasn't thinking about anything else other than just, let's make a quick dollar and just forget about it and move back to the next day. And luckily we got punished for it, because we can't do that. That's not how it works. So it's a good thing we got punished. But like I said, man, I'm honestly, I'm probably just going to like every comment. I'll respond to just the ones I know are just, are always supporting, always trying to look out for me and stuff like that. I will definitely, I'll read the comments, right? And I'll choose which ones I'm going to respond to. But I don't need anyone to tell me what I'm doing was gambling, that I shouldn't have traded today, that I shouldn't have, because I know those things. I just did it. I do it, right? I don't care what you have to tell me, because guess what? I already know I shouldn't have traded today. So if you want to tell me that I shouldn't have traded today, cool. I already knew that. I literally was telling people that I shouldn't trade today before the day even started, right? So go ahead, comment that. Help the algorithm out. Go be my guest. Be my guest. Go comment that, right? Oh, you shouldn't have traded today, because I know I'm going to get that still, right? Okay, cool. I shouldn't trade today. Wow, thank you for leaving that ingenious comment that I didn't even realize was what I was supposed to do, right? To not trade, right? Oh my gosh. What else is going to be a comment? Leave ICT stuff behind. Well, dude, we are in a market that is so volatile, so random, right? This is not normal. ICT concepts work. The trading strategy I use will work if I use it when I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to use it here. Okay, that's another one. What's another comment that people are going to want to throw on here? Buddy, you're only focused on the money. You're only focused on the money. You have to stop worrying about the money. You can't just be chasing trades just because it can make money. I know, but I do it because I'm doing it still. Because I'm still making the same mistake, right? That's what you want to hear? Cool. I know that I'm doing that. That's what I think people don't realize with trading, is that we don't know why things aren't working. We know exactly why things aren't working. We know exactly what we're supposed to do. But I keep disrespecting myself. Every single day that I come in here and I do something like this, or I do what I did on Monday, I am disrespecting myself. You are disrespecting yourself when you don't follow your rules. And why do we do that? Because it's a lot easier to disrespect yourself than it is to disrespect others, right? Because what does it look like, man? If you worked a job and you had a boss, right? And your boss in trading is just your higher self telling you your rules, your discipline, your psychology, when not to trade. That's your higher self. That's your boss, right, in trading. But the problem is that you are your own boss, and you know what to do. I knew not to trade today. I literally tweeted out on my Twitter, Diego B Trades. I literally said, I shouldn't even trade today. Hint, hint, I'm not going to trade, or I shouldn't, right? I shouldn't trade because of the risk, right? But I never locked the account because I'd never want to close the door completely. Heck, I almost went and bought a combine today, and just because I was like, yeah, I'm just buy a combine, but I don't need to spend the money on a dang combine right now. I don't need a trader combine. I don't need to have a combine right now. I don't need it. There's no point. So I'm glad I didn't do that, because I've done that before where I'll just have a bad day and I'll go and buy a combine. For what reason? I have no idea, right? I have no idea. So I didn't do that today. Happy about that. Back to the boss analogy. When you are your own boss, which we are in trading, you have a boss at your job, right? What's he tell you to do? He tells you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what he expects, right? If you're not doing your job, you're going to get fired. He's going to say, hey, or she's going to say, hey, what are you doing? Why did you do this? That's not what we asked you to do. That's a warning. You get 2 or 3 warnings and you probably don't have a job, right? Depends on where you're working. You're not going to disrespect your boss if you care about that job. I care about trading. As much as it doesn't look like it sometimes, I really care about trading, becoming a better trader, about being able to do this. This is my life. This is my life. But it doesn't look like it, right? If you really cared about the job you had, you're not disrespecting your boss 4 times because you know you're getting fired. And that's the hard part with trading, is that it's so easy to disrespect ourselves. It's so easy to. I came in today and I completely, I'm trying to think of a way to put it without, getting demonetized, but, I crapped on myself today, right? I came into the market today and I disrespected myself. Why is it so easy to disrespect ourselves in trading and in life? You want to go to the gym more, you want to wake up early, you want to eat better, and then boom, you find yourself eating that bowl of ice cream, or you find yourself not going to the gym, or you find yourself not going for that run. Why is it so easy for us to disrespect ourselves? I don't get it. We make it too easy to disrespect ourselves. We come into the market and we disrespect ourselves. We want to read more, we want to do more, we want to do this, that, the other, and we disrespect ourselves. We want to quit a certain habit, we disrespect ourselves by doing it. Why is it so easy to disrespect ourselves? If trading was as simple as you had a real boss and they said, hey, this is your model, right? Just like I said, your boss is following the rules, sticking to your model, knowing what's A+, knowing when to win on the trade. We all know what that looks like, right? So whatever that looks like for you, let me just use a blatant example of IFVGs with context, right? IFVGs with context, but it's more than that, but it's not, right? It's more than that, but it's not, right? Let's just say that's strategy. If I had a boss that told me, hey, you're going to only take A+ setups between 9:30 or, between, let's just say 9:45 to 11:30 or 9:30 to 11:30. You have a 2-hour window. You have a 2-hour window. This is if I'm my boss, I say, hey, you come in every single day, any day that doesn't have, crazy volatility like this. But you come into every single day of market open from 9:30 to 11:30. Cool, that's rule 1. Rule 2, you take only A+ setups of your model, right? Whatever that is for you. You know what an A+ model is. You know when it's not an A+ model. You know when it's a chase. You know when it's not. And you take only A+ setups. And you hold the trade exactly how you need to hold it. You know when it's chasing. You know when you're closing early. You know when you're going break even early. You know your rules. So 9:30 to 11:30, same model, A+ model, hold the trade perfectly. You only take 2 a day. If you win your first trade, you're done. If you lose 2, you're done. If you win twice, or you can't even win twice, but you take 2 tries maximum. If you win your first one, you're done for the day. Do that for a whole year, right? If I'm the boss and I say do that exactly for a whole year, 9:30 to 11:30, 2 trades, A+, same model, hold it perfectly every single day for an entire year, and you're going to get your salary. Let's just say here, we'll give you $250,000 if you follow those rules and you have 3 strikes, right? What are you going to do? You're going to follow your rules because you're not going to, 1, disrespect your boss, right? But also, 2, you're getting paid at the end of the year. Because, if you just do those things, the boss never said you had to win a certain amount, you had to make a certain amount. You're getting paid regardless. So it makes it easy for you to respect your boss, because why are you going to sit here and take a 3rd trade? Your job is to trade from 9:30 to 11:30 to take 2 trades max. If you take a winner, why would you go take another winning trade? Why would you go take another trade? If your job says, hey, take 1 winning trade and step away. Or if your job says, hey, take 2 trades max. If you lose both of them, you're done for the day. Right? If that was your job, was to take 2 perfect setups, whatever you're trained to do. Right? If that's your job. You're not going to go into the job and say, well, I've lost 2. I really want to do another one because, I typically win at least once in the day. We're not asking you to win. We're not asking you to make a certain amount. We're asking you to do this. We're asking you to do 2 trades and come back the next day and do the same thing. We're not asking you to hold the trade for 1,000 points. Find your target. 2R, 1R, whatever, liquidity sweeps, whatever. That's your target. We don't need you to do this. We don't need you to guess if it's going to go against you once you're in the trade, once you decide it's an A+ setup. Right? So why do we do this? Why do we disrespect ourselves as if we're not our own boss? As if I don't know the rules. I know all the rules. I know them all. I know them really well. I know what my setup looks like. I know it really well. But I decide to disrespect myself every single time I come in and I break my rules. Every single time. Right? If you got paid at the end of the year for following your rules, you would never break them because it's a job. It's a job. Once you hit your 2 trades and they were really good, whatever, done. You're done for the day. You hit your winning trade, you're done for the day. If you've traded and it's 9:30 to 11:30 and 11:30 is passed and now it's 12:30, you're going to leave. If you had a job that would pay you and you only had to work till 11:30, you're going to leave right at 11:30. You're going to be counting down the seconds to leave. You're not going to be sitting in there, oh my gosh, I haven't found my trade yet. I haven't found a trade. Now it's 1:30 p.m. Let me go into it, get something because I need something, right? No, you're not getting paid to do that. So you're not going to do it. You're going to leave. You're going to leave work because you're done for the day. You took your 1 winning trade. You're not sitting there till 1 p.m. You're done. The day is over. That's what trading is. Trading isn't an unlimited playground of opportunities. Trading is a job. Trading is you have a boss. The only problem is that's a boss that you love to disrespect. And it's easy to disrespect someone that can't fire you, right? Because we can't fire ourselves because I know if I mess up, I still have another chance. I know I can mess up 100 times. I can mess up for years because I know that the boss isn't going to fire me. And that's why you have to stop disrespecting yourself in trading. That's why I have to stop disrespecting myself. Today, I came in and slapped the boss in the face. Absolutely disrespected him for no reason, right? Any other job, I would have been instantly fired today, right? Because what did the boss say this morning? He said, the volatility is crazy. Friday, there's someone speaking at 11:30, right? We shouldn't take any trades. If anything, I was telling myself only shorts. What did I do? I took a trade and I took a long, right? Just unacceptable stuff. Just disappointing. But that's the point. I mean, I really wanted to make that point. I guess today is a perfect day to talk about that because I've been explaining that to other people in my life. To my mom, talking just whenever I talk about trading stuff, talking about just the boss analogy. I really think it's the best way to describe it because it's too easy to disrespect ourselves. How many times do you guys disrespect yourself? You know better, right? It's not like we're just trying to learn how the fair value gap works or these things. We know what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. We might not be the best traders. We might not be perfect. I might not be able to be the best trader. I might not find the best steps. I might not know everything I need to know yet. But I still do things I know not to do, right? There's things I know absolutely not to do, and I do it. I might have a lot to learn with technicals. I might have a lot to get better at, more screen time. That's fine, cool. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that I come in and I'm doing stuff that I blatantly know isn't going to help me, right? And I'm tired of disrespecting myself, man, but it's only going to I can only change when I change, man. And, right, next week hopefully is better. But that's all I really got for you guys, man. I'm about to turn off the charts until Monday. I'm not even going to look at a chart. I'm not going to think about trading until Monday. And we're just going to come back and we're going to try and do better, man. Like I said, no point to get negative and throw away all the process and throw away any and think I can never do this. No, that's not how it works, right? We can still do this. We can still succeed, right? Today was just a day I wanted to rip into myself a little bit because I needed to. But like I said, comment to help the algorithm, like to help the algorithm, whatever you want to do. But I'm not taking any comments serious that's telling me what I did wrong, right? I'm not taking any of those comments serious because clearly you didn't take the time to watch the video. So why am I going to take the time to respond to your comment, right? Because if you watch the video, you would know that we went over all the mistakes, right? So if you're going to leave a comment, that's great because, again, it'll help the algorithm push the video more. But if you can't take the time to listen and really take in what I'm saying, and you can't take the time to or give me the respect to even just watch the video with an open mind and listen, then I'm not going to respect your comment. So, yeah, let me know how you guys did. The only comments I want to see, honestly, is how you guys did this week, lessons you've learned, things that you've done, anything like that. I want to hear about you guys. I don't want to hear about me. I'm sick and tired of thinking about me. And I'll see you guys next week, man. I appreciate all the support. I really do. I think next week we'll close in on 4K subscribers, which is absolutely mind-blowing. But I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I just want to get off these charts and just go on with my weekend, man. I'll see you guys. Do something you love this weekend. Tell somebody you love them. And remember, man, trading is not that important at the end of the day, man. It's just money. It's just money, man. Just because you trade bad, like I always say, just because you're a bad trader doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you're like most people, right? It's hard to do. So I will see you guys next week, man. Man, this week's tough, but sometimes that's it. That's life. It's gonna be tough before it gets easy. So I will see you guys in the next one, man. No more rambling.